Ready to tighten your belt, Chancellor?
The row over the abolition of the 10p rate of tax continues to rumble on more than 2 years after the then Chancellor Gordon Brown scrapped it, sparking a Labour revolt and an embarrassing U-turn. Now, as Prime Minister, Mr Brown faces another rebellion from backbenchers over the amount of compensation paid to those who were left out of pocket. The rebellion's being led by the Labour MP Frank Field.
Our very essence is about protecting the poorest, and these tax changes announced in 2007 redistribute the tax burden off people like you and me. We got tax cuts, and very largely those who were paying at 10p got tax increases, and it's that injustice that we're trying to rectify before we face the electorate probably next March. It's our last opportunity to do so.
The amendment to the finance bill has attracted the support of 30 fellow Labour MPs as well as the Tories and Liberal Democrats, and that raises the prospect of a government defeat, taking another chunk out of Gordon Brown's authority. If passed, it would force the Treasury to come up with detailed compensation proposals before the Commons would allow it to continue levying any income tax. The government already tried to calm the revolt over the 10p tax rate by raising personal allowances at a cost of £2.7 billion to help low earners, but it hasn't been enough. Mr Field insists he's not trying to undermine Gordon Brown, but supporting Labour's core voters, the low-paid. The thing is, it raises the tension between old and new Labour at a time when the recession is already straining relations between the two camps. Downing Street says the Prime Minister and the Chancellor believe they've set out the best and most affordable way of providing support to the poor. But if they lose this vote, it will show that not even the government's own MPs agree, let alone the low-paid.